100% true, all of it, almost 95% of it. And when they finally moved out, not really sure what happened, but they were coming and going, and they moved out. And I would have people come over and visit me at my house, and it's a really ugly shed. It's been burned out, and my house is right next door. Now, in modern day zoning, this would never happen. My house, my wall is like this. There's exactly 3 feet, then there's the property line, then there's another 5 feet, and then there's this shed right next door. So people would come over and visit me, and they would say, gee, how come you don't do something with that shed? It's not my shed. So I explained it's not my shed, so I'm getting kind of weary of this. So I take a lot of pride in my house. I just painted the exterior. I'm building a new fence. I'm trying to make it look nice. So I decide I'm going to go down to Home Depot. I'm going to get picket fence panels and some stain, and I'm going to make a nice little fence that goes right down there so that people can see that this is my house, this is their house, the tweakers in the shed are over here. They are not any part of my establishment. So I built a nice little fence, which was kind of tricky because there was a gas line, so it had to be self-supporting. And I'm really proud of myself because I built a pretty fence. There it is. And that was about the time we got the guy with the RV next door. Now, I'm not sure if she's doing Airbnb, kind of a shabbier version of it there, or what. So we have the guy with the RV. He decides to clean up the yard. Cleans up the yard, piles the brush between the shed and my house. So I'm watching this out my window going, well, this is not good. This is not good, but maybe he's intelligent enough to move it. It's been there for 2 months, and I talked to him about it, and he says, oh yeah, we're going to get a big dumpster, and we're gonna get rid of all the stuff at the same time. So here's my nice little fence. He starts piling stuff right up to the fence. Cardboard boxes, beer cases, empty boxes of what used to be diapers full of rubbish, and it piles. Cleans out the shed, more of it piles, goes all the way out to the street. And I'm not really happy about this. I was happy with my fence, not happy with this scenario. So I talked to him again about trying to keep things civil because the guy's kind of on a short trigger anyway. And I noticed that I'm having trouble with mice. There's mice in there. Then the feral cats come. Now we've got cats on top of the piles this high, we've got cats. So finally I take a picture of it because it is a fire hazard. There's propane tanks out there on top of the brush. Crazy stuff. So I take a picture of it from my dining room window, send it to the fire department. This is a fire hazard. And the next day I get an email saying, we forwarded to code enforcement. So I call code enforcement, and I think it was like a volunteer that answered the phone because it wasn't the regular guy. And I says, look, this is what I've been struggling with. You know, they've got stuff piled against my fence, brand new fence, just put it in, and they're piling stuff on it. The shed was condemned a long time ago. It needs to go. First I had mice, now I've got feral cats, and there's tweakers in the shed next door. And this person says, well, have you tried decon for the mice? No, for the people in the shed next door. No, and I'm wondering if this has to be a volunteer, right? Have you tried rat traps? No, I'm not going to do that. Have you tried exterminating them? Finally, I think this person has got to be hard of hearing or something. I'm not really sure what the deal was. I haven't tried any of those things, but I will keep you updated on what happens with the tweakers living in the shed next door.